So one of the automated driving technologies that the A8 incorporates is the park pilot. So the car is going to attempt to park itself between those two cars. It's a parallel parking maneuver, and the car will do it all by itself. Now we have seen park assist features in quite a few cars like the Passat. It began with the Passat. Even the new Octavia has it. However, that requires the driver to provide inputs. Here, there's absolutely no input required from the driver. No steering, no acceleration, no braking required. There. Just smoothly goes in. There's absolutely no input required from the driver apart from just holding down the park pilot switch. There you go. Nicely and smoothly done. And you have a similar feature, I believe, to even get the car out of the parallel parking spot. So despite its enormous length, these features will obviously help the car make its maneuvers. That's some stuff being explained to the driver inside. That is what is taking time. Okay, that was the driver doing the maneuvers, but so once this is over, I'm going to attempt doing this on my own. So stay tuned. Basically, the system can be used for a parallel parking maneuver that we just saw, and also a perpendicular parking scenario if the need be. If you guys can just hang around for a couple of minutes more, I am going to get into the car and I'll request one of the personnel from Audi to show it to us again, and I'll show you exactly how much or what input is required from the driver to do this.
I have the smartphone app here already activated. I connect to the car. It's diagnostic, it's already started for parking, and now I have this Audi AI button on.
This is the remote parking feature.
Keep it pressed.
There is no driver
No,
inside the car.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's all being controlled from a smartphone app. There you go. The car has no driver in it, and it is attempting a parallel parking maneuver. It is not like some of its rivals where you can only go backward and forward, but a parallel parking maneuver.
So we had interruption here.
Okay.
There are maybe two reasons, because we have very many people close to the car.
Right.
The next reason, I don't know if there's something with Wi-Fi, is 2.4 gigahertz. Maybe my phone. No, not the phone is not a problem. But we had this issue before with a lot of people with phones and cameras.
Oh, you're going live.
2.4, we have the communication with Bluetooth, and this is the same frequency, and then we have the problem that then the communication is.
Okay, so the only now, like you see, the car's just lost connection with the phone remote, and one of the reasons for that is some some frequency that sort of interrupted the connection. So that's of course the difference between having a remote parking key probably and having an app-based stuff. But we are going to attempt it again, so just hang on. I'm going to stay a little away from the car. Not because I'm scared of it, but because I do not want to cause any frequency interruptions with all the electronic equipment I'm carrying with me right now. And in the meantime, Indrajit, no, this is not the same technology that is being offered by the next generation Octavia, because there a certain degree of driver input is required. Here all the steering, braking, acceleration is done by the car itself. You do not have to do any of it. So that is why it is different. So again, I'm going to get out of the car's way. I'm sorry, it's quite dark in here, so I'm not sure if it's all clear for you guys. The video feed is all clear for you guys or not. But yeah. So we are going to attempt that again. There you see both the driver and the passenger out of the car. There's no one inside the car. And this little magic trick is going to be attempted again using a remote control app that Audi has developed for your smartphone. So there is my friend there using the remote control app on the phone. I'm not going to go too close to it. I'm not sure if there was a connection issue there because of any of the devices I'm carrying, but and in all fairness, before we started this demonstration, Audi did tell us that there was some issue that they were having with.
So, but you will see all the smartphone
But do stay tuned. We are going to try it. If it doesn't work with this car, there's another car that we will. When will it launch in India? Well, 2018 is the approximate, or rather the first half of 2018 is what we are told. Audi India is in the process of finalizing, or at least planning, the level of kit and the level of features on offer. Seems like it is not in a mood to park, it's in a mood to rev. Well, we are not in Germany where there are autobahns without the speed limit, so I'm not sure if that is what it's in a mood for, but yes, this is the demo car and we'll see if the parking works. Where is this? Well, Vishesh, we are in Valencia, Spain. That is where we are sampling the new A8. We did a separate live video for it, so you could head over to the Facebook page on Overdrive and watch that video as well. Okay, so now he is attempting it again. There you go. There is no driver in the car. He is attempting it purely with his cell phone app, and look at that. The car has neatly gone in, almost. It just braked on its own, or probably some connection issue again. No. So there it continues. It has cleanly gone in. There is no driver inside the car. I kid you not. There is no driver inside the car. All that steering is happening on its own. All that our friend here is doing is press one button on his cell phone app and the car parks it all by itself. There is a remote parking feature on one of this car's rivals, but that can only let you move the car forward or backward, and that is basically to get in and out of tight parking spots. say someone parks very close to your car, you can't open the door, that is when you use the remote parking facility. This one, however, you just saw how it nicely and cleanly went into a parallel park all by itself, steering by itself. Now that is level 3 autonomous driving technology. You saw the car drive all by itself, and this is a regular parking spot. It's not some specialized or staged scenario here. In a way it is, but the parking spot is the kind that you would encounter at any mall or any shopping complex, and there was absolutely no problem. Now the car is going to attempt to come out of the parking spot as well using the remote parking app. There you go, the steering happening all by itself again. The car reverses a bit. It also switches on the turn blinker to indicate other road users or other users around it that the car is going to make a maneuver, is going to come out of the parking spot. Okay, he stopped the demo there, but you guys get the idea. And this is one of the pilot programs out of this out of a larger setup that Audi has in the autonomous driving technologies that have been integrated in this car. So like I told you in my previous video, the artificial intelligence is something that Audi is betting big on, and this is what it is all about. In fact, don't go anywhere. We are going to show you a little more of those autonomous driving technologies. I just hope the Wi-Fi keeps working when I get inside the car, because the Wi-Fi is a little weak here. Will this work in Indian conditions? Akshay, yes, it should, because like I told you, this mall or the parking doesn't look any different from the kind of parking spots that we'll encounter in India as well. So at least in those kind of situations, I think it should work. Of course, for any of these technologies, the markings have to be clear.
You need to get into the car, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna get into the car now, and I'm gonna attempt the automated parking all by myself. It could get a little dark in here. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see, but I already showed it to you from the outside on how it works. Okay, say hello to our friend.
Hi, sorry.
No problem. So, yeah.
So now we will start, you are going back into the start position.
Right.
And then let the car search for the parking spot.
Okay. So how it works is I'm going to start the car, and we are going to recreate a scenario where I am going to search for a parking spot, which was that parallel parking spot that I showed you a little while back.